Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Classic 6 Rocks Stobart review. Now today we are carrying on with the World of Stobart collection, so let's take a look at what we've got today then. So as you can see, starting off with the certificate of authenticity, we have a Scania P230 aircraft de-icing rig. The name is Candice and it has a fleet number LSA 080, which is part of the London Southend Airport fleet. So as you can see, it's part of the World of Stobart collection, and the certificate basically says that the model accompanying this document is an authentic replica officially licensed and approved by Eddie Stobart. And as we can see here, we have the Stobart Air logo just there. Okay, so let's take a look at the back of the certificate. So on the back, as you can see, again, we've got the description of the model that we're going to be looking at today. Now, this particular truck is used for obviously de-icing planes, so I'm just going to read a bit of this to you as well as obviously look at the description as I'm reading it. So, this truck is fitted with the state-of-the-art, is it Malgan TA4500 de-icing rig. They're Irish-based and renowned specialists in the manufacture of airport ground support equipment. The rig is designed to de-ice aircraft of all types and is an essential piece of kit for any modern airport. The vehicle has a 3,600 litre premix and 900 litre anti-ice capacity. It's got a front-mounted open basket with a working height of 13.5 metres. The heater can also deliver 3.5 million BTU at the nozzle, which in full heat approximately 8 minutes from startup. And on the bottom here, we've just got a bit of information about Atlas Edition's guarantee, and you can see their logo just at the bottom. And it's also obviously produced by Oxford Diecast for Atlas Editions as part of the collection. So let's move on to the model itself then. Okay, so as you can see, it's presented in the World of Stobart packaging, as you can see. And it says on the front here, it's a special edition collector's model. We've got the World of Stobart wording. On the sides of the box, we've got the same again, but it just says 1/76 scale die-cast metal. The same with this side. And on the bottom, we have the Atlas Editions logo and also the Eddie Stobart logo. So let's get this model undone and take a look at it. Okay, so here we have the Scania P230. As you can tell, it's protected by the ice cube or block of ice style packaging. It's really lightweight as well, so compared to the previous review which I did of the fire truck, it's different again in weight. So let's get this plastic taken off. That's one. And that is two. Okay, so as you can see, it's a four-wheel rigid unit, and as you can tell, like most reviews, it's presented on a very nice display stand, which has a description along the front, which is Scania P230, Malgan TA4500, Candice on the fleet number LSA 080. So, starting with the front of the truck. So we're just going to see if this lifts up, and it does as well. So that's quite a good feature. But I'll lower that back down in just a second, just when we've taken a look at the front. So I'll just zoom in slightly so you can see that. Okay, so the camcorder probably won't be able to pick the name up, but it is on the front of the truck as well. So as you can see on the visor area just here, we have the word Stobart in white on the black visor. Moving down, you can see we've got the driving mirrors and the blind spot mirrors on the left and right hand sides. Below the windscreen, we've got the Scania logo in silver, and the Stobart cab wrap design, which is printed on the front of the grille there, as you can see. Now, you might not be able to see this unless I really bring it in, but on the front, if you can just see that, you've got the name Canned Ice just there, and the Scania P230 badge to the left on the bottom of the grille there. Moving down, as you can see, we've got the headlights and the indicators on the left and right hand sides. Now usually we would have a number plate on the red and white stripe bumper, but for some particular reason we don't seem to have one on this particular model. So we'll just move this just down here just for a second. So moving the model around to the side now. So as you can see, it's got the little basket on the front here, which obviously the airport personnel go up in. I'm just going to move the model down a bit so you can see me doing this. So it reaches quite high up, as you can see. If I hold the model over here now, so we'll just put that down and bring the model back into view again. But like I say, obviously the airport personnel stands in the basket, it goes up to whatever height they need it, and obviously then they de-ice the aircraft. So that is a really nice touch to this particular model, so I'm quite impressed with that. So on the passenger side, as you can see, we've got the name Canned Ice and the fleet number LSA080, and as you can see, we've got the Stobart cab wrap design printed neatly on the side of the passenger door. Now moving along now to the rest of the truck, as you can see, we've got the London Southend Airport wording, and we've also got Type 2 75%/25%. Now I'm wondering whether that's something to do with the de-icing rig that's inside the truck. But if you do know what 75% and 25% Type 2 are, if you work at this particular airport or work at any airport on a de-icing rig, please leave your comments below and I'd be happy to find that out from you. Now on the sides, as you can see, we've got some compartments here. I'm guessing this is where the de-icing equipment may be kept. And we've also got a step side frame of sorts just here. So moving the model round to the back now. So as you can see on the back, we have Stobart wording, which is, as you can see, in green, but this white ladder's just over the B. We've also, I'm guessing these are rails which personnel hold on to, obviously if they need to maybe walk across the top here, but I'm not entirely sure. But if you do know, again, please leave your comments below. So on the back, obviously you can see there is, I think, a compartment here. So I'm guessing these doors, if they are doors, maybe open out, and there's some more equipment inside just here. Now also on the back, we have what looks like some form of number plate, which is 016VZ. Now I'm not entirely sure whether that is like a number plate, but if you do know, again, please leave your comments below. So moving the model round to the other side now. So as you can see, there's nothing much different on this side. Again, we've got the London Southend Airport wording, as well as Type 2 75% and 25% just there. And again, we've got some compartments just here. Moving across to the driver's side now. So as you can see, again, we've got the name Canned Ice and the fleet number LSA080 on the side of the driver's door. And again, we've got the Stobart cab wrap design, which is printed very neatly. Okay, so let's move to the basket. I'll just show you this. So on the front of the basket, we've got a tilting mechanism, which allows the basket to tilt literally to any angle. Not as you'd want to be at that angle that I've got it now, but that's just obviously showing you how far it does tilt. Now we've also got a green cable and a red cable. Now I'm wondering whether this is something to do with the heating element that's inside the truck in order for the de-icing rig to work properly. But like I say, if you do know, please leave your comments below. And on a final note, obviously if you're into the world of Stobart collection, this is another model that I would highly recommend purchasing. I think it's retailing about £19 something through Atlas Editions, or if you ever see it on eBay, which you do quite a lot, it's also on there as well. And one thing which I forgot to mention is there's just a sunroof just on the top of the cab roof just there. So that is it basically. The Scania P230 canned ice in the London Southend Airport Eddie Stobart Limited livery.